The Michigan Supreme Court reinstated major changes to the state's minimum wage and paid sick leave, and tonight the reaction is pouring in. The ruling goes into effect February 21st of next year and will bring at least a $2 minimum wage increase immediately. And that story tops the news here at 10. I'm Kimberly Gill.
And I'm Damon Fernandez in for Devin Skilly. And tonight Jacqueline Francis caught up with some of Detroit's restaurant workers and owners about what this could mean for them. Jacqueline, it seems like there are some mixed reactions here.
At first, you would think any server would want to make more money per hour, but there is a concern that people would stop tipping, and that's a deal breaker.
It's all on her, right?
Andrea Souther works hard for her tips.
It's what keeps my lights on. That's what keeps me going back, for sure.
By day, she's a server at Sam's Ferndale Grill. At night, she bartends.
Our late nights, bartending, slinging drinks, it's all about your personality.
Because she makes tips, her minimum wage is about $4 an hour. Soon that'll change, and she'll make minimum wage like any other worker, which right now is roughly $10 an hour in Michigan.
When people start to realize you're making hourly, they'll tip less. They'll be like, wow, they're already making their minimum wage, which is 10-something an hour.
This is part of a state Supreme Court ruling, the one she's not happy about.
At any given moment, this place could pack out, and I could make $50 in an hour. But if you take that tips away, then I'm only making the $10. It'll cut into my livelihood.
To hear the ruling, I'm okay with it.
We also talked to Johnny Cannon. He owns Lily Mays in Southfield.
Anything goes for you.
Which is a buffet-style restaurant, so workers don't get tips. But his restaurant downtown, Joe Louis Southern Kitchen, does have servers and will be impacted. I asked him if restaurants will be able to afford to pay their staff more.
If you're running it properly, yes. Because at the end of the day, how much are you really talking about? You think about it. If I have a person working 8 hours a day and I'm going to pay them $5 more, it's $40. So if I got 5 people, it's $200. Now, can the customers afford the adjustment? That's where it comes at, because I may have to charge $1 more.
I asked Johnny Cannon, the restaurant owner we just heard from, if he thinks people will stop tipping because of this new wage. He said no, he thinks tipping is such a long-standing tradition that people will continue to do that. However, you also just heard him say that he thinks that prices across the board will go up for customers. Reporting live in Detroit, Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
All right, Jacqueline, thank you. Now, let's take a look at more reaction now. The Michigan Restaurant and Lodging Association slammed the ruling, saying in part 40% of full-service restaurants in Michigan are already unprofitable, meaning this decision is likely to force more than 1 in 5 of them to close permanently, eliminating up to 60,000 jobs along the way.